"We didn't order anything for your son," my sister said, sliding him a basket of bread, while her kids enjoyed expensive steaks and dessert. My dad added, "You should have packed him food." I smiled, said noted, and stayed quiet. Then the waiter returned, and I finally stood up to speak. Hello everyone. We've officially reached our first 100 subscribers, and we couldn't have done it without your amazing support. Thank you so much for being part of our journey. Our next goal is to reach 200 subscribers by the end of this month. If you enjoy our stories, please subscribe and help us achieve this milestone. Every subscription means the world to us. My name is Rebecca Lawson. I'm 35 years old, and the moment I stopped begging my family to treat my son like everyone else's child happened over a basket of bread. My sister smiled at the waiter and said, "We didn't order anything for your son." Then she slid the bread basket toward my 8-year-old. Meanwhile, her two children happily ate $120 steaks, lobster tails, mashed potatoes, and chocolate lava cake. My son looked at me, not angry, not crying, just confused. He quietly whispered, "Mom, did I do something wrong?" That question broke something inside me. Before I could answer, my father casually took another bite of his steak and said, "You should have packed him something to eat." I simply smiled, nodded once, and quietly replied, "Noted." 10 minutes later, the waiter came back, asked me one question. I slowly stood up, turned toward my entire family, and every conversation in the restaurant stopped. But before I tell you what I said, you need to understand why I never raised my voice that night. My husband, Michael, passed away when our son, Ethan, was only 3. A distracted driver ran a red light. One ordinary Tuesday afternoon, my entire future changed. The first year afterward felt like surviving underwater. Everything hurt. Everything reminded me of him. But every morning, one little boy climbed into my bed, wrapped his tiny arms around my neck, and whispered, "We're okay, Mommy." So, I decided we would be. I worked harder than I ever imagined possible. I accepted promotions, finished my master's degree at night, eventually became director of operations for a growing healthcare company. The hours were long, the responsibility enormous, but every achievement had one purpose: giving Ethan the life his father would have wanted for him. He grew into the kindest little boy I'd ever met. Polite, curious, the child who always thanked restaurant servers, who shared his birthday presents with children who had none, who never complained, even when adults disappointed him, especially my family. Growing up, my parents adored my older sister Laura. When Laura married and had twins, the favoritism became impossible to ignore. Every Christmas, the twins received bicycles, game consoles, vacation trips. Ethan usually received socks or bookstore gift cards. He never complained. He always smiled and thanked